This is Transforming Vanitas Painting by the artistic duo Rob and Nick Carter. They have spent the last few years developing something which is fairly unusual. They're digital paintings. So what they've done is take an old master and they've taken that painting from the past and they've brought it to life in the future by using cutting-edge digital technology. So you can see here, it's a painting of a dead frog, and the sequence lasts 3 hours, and it takes you from the frog at the very beginning when it's alive to a dead frog. So the animators and digital team there, using 3D sculpting, brought all those techniques together here for the first time, really in this unique way to create an artwork. And so you can see the frog decomposing and all the really brilliant, realistic movement of the maggots. No two maggots are the same. Each has been digitally rendered individually, so they each have their own pattern and formation to make it look as realistic as possible. The way it's presented, it's meant to look like a painting. It's in a custom-made Dutch Golden Age replica frame. And beneath it, actually, it's powered by a Apple screen. It's non-reflective. And so they've done their best to try and make this seem like just really like a moving painting. And it's a world first, and it's been really well received, and they've gone into museum collections already. So many things that came into play to make this physical object happen, and it's sold with a certificate of authenticity, which means it could never be resold without that. So there were all lots and lots of things in place. I mean, to try and recreate this, to try and forge it, to try and copy it, to try and hack into this is completely impossible. Everything's been put in place. And I think what's really important to remember is that museums and institutions are collecting these kind of works, and they, by the very nature of what they stand for and what they do, being a vestibule for the public art collection, they have to make sure there are ground rules in place for how to preserve these things, how to replace the screen when it wears out. All of these things are put in place right at the beginning of the artwork's life to ensure that future generations don't have to rewrite the artwork or reorganise anything. Everything's organised. Given all the extraordinary amount of work that's gone into this over a number of years, the Carters have decided to release these artworks. This is one of 4 of these digital paintings as editions. So they're an edition of 12, so they've made 12 of the same artwork. They're each sold with a certificate of authenticity. There are things called artist proofs, and they are not sold, but they're versions which are given to museums or institutions for display for the public.